Hello, and welcome to Virtual Flight Diaries live stream with the Piper Comanche A2A aircraft. So we're here at Wings Field, and we're going to be flying up to Rome, New York. So Wings, just a little uh, side thing is Wings Field is my home airport. It's in Norristown, Pennsylvania. And we're going to fly up to Rome, New York. So it's the nearest airport to Turning Stone Casino. So here's the scenario. I'm going to take my Piper Comanche up. Uh, it's the type of plane that you would most likely own. Uh, the average, pilot would own something like this rather than the high end stuff. So me and a couple of my friends we're going to fly up to Rome. We're going to spend New Year's at Turning Stone Casino, and we're going to do it old school. So let's get on board, and I'll explain some more. So I'll just close up the door. No GPS. So if you guys watched my video where we took the Comanche up to down in Arizona from Kingman to Sedona, we did it without GPS. the the flight was a single VOR and was quite easy. It was just I was just showing an example of it. So this one though is so one of the legs of the trip is the same distance that Kingman to Sedona was. So this is a roughly 200 nautical mile cross country VOR, and we're going to use say Intentions for ATC, and we're going to be doing this IFR. Although, as you can see here, and our departure is well, hopefully my voice lasts. Our departure is VFR, but and our arrival should be VFR as well. But got some airspaces to contend with, well, Wilkes-Barre International and so on. So we're going to file an IFR flight plan. Our cruise altitude is 4,000 feet today. So let me show you the route. Pardon me for a second. It is the season. All right, so let me just get this bigger for you guys. I'm going to show you the route, and then I'm going to show you what I do to do this kind of flight. Yeah, we're not doing that. Let's import from SimBrief. There we are. You're better runway, yeah. So the IFR approach for 15, I believe, is just RNAV. Yeah. So we can't do RNAV because we're slant whiskey. So it'll be a visual approach. So they might try to give us the ILS, but as you can see, the winds, excuse me, pardon me. So let's look at the, let's get our weather. Let's be proactive pilots. Did check the weather already, but we'll do it on stream. So we're 2:30 at 15, gusting to 29. So it says automated station with precipitation discriminator, peaked winds at 29 knots. So we got strong and gusty winds, which are going to be a crosswind. So this is going to be an interesting landing. But elevation of the airport's about 700 feet, so we got no clouds below 5,000, so it should be a visual approach at least, although we're going to get tossed around. But you know, it's flight sim, and we got to make it challenging. All right, so the routes. So our first VOR that we're going to be going to is Allentown. So what I do is I get all the information. So our first VOR is our frequency is 117.5. So I have a little notebook in front of me and I write that down. I write that VOR frequency down as our first one. And then I then look at the chart and get the, where is it? Should be. I get the, yeah, where is that little marker? Can't see that. Anyway, I get the magnetic. So I have it. I mean, I already have it written down in my book. I had it earlier. I don't know what happened. So I look at the the heading to the VOR. Can't speak, can't talk. I don't know what's going on here. All right. And then I write that down. So it'll be Allentown at a radial of 358 degrees. And then we're going to be leaving Allentown, pointing towards the Wilkes-Barre VOR at a heading of 354. So it's not much change. I'm going to go up here to Wilkes-Barre. And then we're going to Hancock VOR. But by the way, I also write this down in the book, the frequencies. So I have the everything right in front of me. You can use a little notebook. You can, if you have a knee board with a dry erase board, dry erase on it, you could, or anything like that. So then I write down Hancock's VOR. And that's going to be a radial of 31 degrees. So this is going to be interesting. So we're leaving Hancock, okay? But we're not going to be going to a VOR because there is no VOR really out this way that would be worth it. I mean, we could go to Utica and then cut back across, but that just seems out of the way when we don't have to. So we get a back course follow. So this is a radial coming off of the Hancock VOR of 9 degrees. So the back course would be 189. So we're going to follow a back course radial of 189 up to Rome, which is just outside of Syracuse. So Lake Oneida, Oneida uh, Indian territory. So we're going to be using Hancock's VOR, but we're just going to follow the back course, the from radial. So it'll be 9 degrees from Hancock. So these other VORs, we're going to get as filed or whatever. We can kind of just, as long as we point our noses at them, it's not going to be a problem because we're going to and to. But going from with no point, we're going to have to be a little more precise. Because if we're off a little bit, so this is a 189 back course heading. If we're off, like say we do 10 or 10 degrees or 15 degrees, we're going to start missing our airport. And since we have to visually identify the airport, we're going to need to be a little more precise on our radial so that we hit our mark, at least within the vicinity enough that we could see the airport visually. And then last but not least, our alternate, which is Syracuse. So I then write down Syracuse's frequency, just so I have it in case we get all the way up there and Rome is socked in. We can fly on over to Syracuse and land at that field. Which, international, I mean, this is a big airport too. This is like an 11,000-foot runway in the middle of nowhere. It's actually pretty interesting. I want to see it. It's Griffiths International Airport, and I want to say it's probably because of the casino that's right here that airport is the way it is. Syracuse though has more runway options and ILS options and so on and so forth. So it's a good alternate, even though it's so close. All right, so that's how I determine my route. So let's get fired up and set up. Turn on the fuel. Actually, I tell you what. Let's see what we are fuel-wise. That's not our tail number. So there's a bug in 2024 that dynamic tail numbers don't want to work. Hopefully that gets updated soon. Okay, so fuel and payload. So we're full up. And we're almost at max weight. So we got 22, so we're 2,800 pounds. Our max takeoff weight is 3,000. £344 of fuel. We can look at my fuel report, and we need 250. 254. So let's take some fuel away. $296 is good. Let's put There are 2 gallons in the wing tanks. So we're going to be utilizing our mains. The tip tanks I'm going to leave as a emergency reserve. So we actually don't need that much tips. Let's drop the tip tanks down to 6 gallons. Yeah, that's good. That's closer to our number. So we're not going to burn out. We're not going to burn through this. So because it's a little up, about an hour flight. All right, so we're a little rearward on the center tank. Let's get the trim to neutral. A little heavy, so our takeoff, I'm going to push it up. We should have plenty of runway for that. All right, so we got our fuel on board, our passengers are on board, our baggage is on board, and all we need now is to fire it up, warm it up, and we'll set up our radios. What's the temperature outside? Yeah, 55. All right, 3 pumps should do it. Carb heat in. Check my controls. They're all bound correct. All right, fuel pump on. Beacon on. Magnetos to both. Let's correct the throttle. Okay. I thought I turned them on. All right. All right, so now it should fire up. So much for panel state saving, because I don't think I left it like this, but anyway. Let's get her warmed up. We're at 1,000 RPMs. Clean it out so I don't foul up our plugs. All right, so while our engine's warming up, let's turn on our radios.
Number 172 Delta Bravo with you, 1,100 feet. Skyhawk November 172 Delta Bravo, Boston Center. Not seeing you on radar. Double check you've got 7221 in the box in ALT mode. Mash that ident button for me.
I forget how to change. Yeah, it's close enough. We're not doing anything spectacular that we need our flight computer. Alright, so look at my little handy dandy notebook. Our first VOR is Allentown, so we're going to get that in there. 117.5. With a course of 358. So good. And our next one is 111.6, so that's Wilkes-Barre. Just we're going to put that in here just to have it. And then in the secondary, in the nav2, I'm going to put 111.6 as well. That way I can take note of our second waypoint VOR on channel 2, which isn't going to affect any kind of autopilot navigation or anything like that, just to cross-reference it and make sure we're going in the right direction, because we don't have any GPS to double-check ourselves. Alright, so that is all good. Alright, so we have our initial navigation set up, excuse me. So let's tune in clearance delivery and get our flight plan. Philadelphia clearance, Piper 676 Papa at Wings Field. I'd like to pick up our IFR.
Piper 676 Papa, wings field clearance cleared to Griffiths, radar vectors Allentown, then is filed. Climb and maintain 4000. Departure on 126.85, squawk 2454. Released for departure, clearance void if not off by 1747 Zulu, time now 1732.
Cleared to Griffiths, radar vectors Allentown, then is filed. Climb maintain 4000, departure on 126.85, squawk 2454. We're released for departure, clearance void if not off by 1747. Piper 6 Papa. Alright, so just a caveat here. I have auto-tune standby on because this radio panel is very I don't know, it's just clunky to use. So there's going to be a lot going on, so I figure I'll just, that way I just click it over when I need it. Alright, so let's get CTAP in. So I'll show you, so 126. So to do this while bouncing around, because I don't have a radio panel yet, and I've been really thinking about whether or not to get the Sci-Tech Logitech radio panel or wait for something really cool to come out, so I'm kind of holding off. Alright, so we got our CTAF on for wings and then departure. Alright, so next step we need is 2454 in the box. So 2454 in the box. And we'll turn it on. Lights flashing, so it's operating. And so it looks good. So let's look over, see our temperatures. Oil pressure is good. Oil pressure is in the green. Oil temperature is in the green. And cylinder head temperature is in the green, but barely there, but that'll work for us. Alright, so parking brake off. Let's get out of here. Wings traffic, Piper 676 Papa, taxiing to runway 24. Wings. Get down to the end of the runway here and we'll do a quick run up. Brake check. Okay. Barrel rough in here. I don't know what's wrong with my brakes. They don't. It's like one brake pedal activates before the other one. Like they're not in sync. Alright, we'll come up over here. We'll turn ourselves into the wind and set our park brake. We'll check park brakes on. Mixture full rich. Bring it up to 1800. Everything looks like it's in the green. Go left. That was a that magneto doesn't sound too good. I don't know why. It's showing it's good. Maybe it's just a little fouled up. We'll burn that out then. If not, this will be an interesting flight. And we all like interesting. Alright, so bring it back down to 1,000. Fuel pump's on, so we're going to check to see if it sustains idle. That's good. So let's get out of here. It is running a little rough. You can hear pilot debrief in the background. The pilot did do a run-up. I noticed that his left magneto was running funny. And continued the flight anyway. That's when the holes in the Swiss cheese lined up. Alright, so wings field, or wings traffic, Piper 676 Papa, taking off runway 24, north departure, wings. Alright, first stage of flaps. And all that could come on. Pitot heat. Alright, so let's check. We'll bring it up to half. Recheck that everything's in the green. Everything looks good. Let's go. Oh, let's keep it center line. That was a really bad takeoff. Alright. Let's trim it out. It was a horrible takeoff. Alright, let's power back to some climb power. That's good. Out of departure, Piper 676 Papa, coming through with 1,000 for 4,000. Oh, I said the 4.
Piper 676 Papa, Newark departure, radar contact, turn right heading 360, vectors to Allentown, then own navigation, climb and maintain 4,000.
Right 360, climb and maintain 4,000, vectors to Allentown, then own navigation. Piper 6 Papa.
Piper 6 Papa, radar contact, climb and maintain 4,000.
Climb and maintain 4,000, Piper 6 Papa. Why aren't... Alright, 17.5 is right. Why aren't I not picking that up?
Then own nav, Foxtrot Alpha.
Foxtrot Alpha, turn right, heading 020 vectors to Allentown, then own navigation.
Right 020 vectors to Allentown, then own navigation, Cirrus 54 Foxtrot Alpha.
Foxtrot Alpha, contact New York Center on 124.625.
Alright, so why are we not? So 117.5. None of the VORs are working.
Piper 6 Papa, contact New York Center on 134.6.
Or 134.6 for Piper 6 Papa. New York Center, Piper 676 Papa, 4000.
Piper 676 Papa, New York Center, good afternoon, Philadelphia, altimeter 29er.68.
Well, if this isn't going to work, we're going to have to... We're going to have to go back.
.9 or 100 Bravo.
It's all flagged. I wonder if... Just for the sake of saving the stream.
Skyhawk, November 172 Delta Bravo, Washington Center, contact Philadelphia, approach on 124.35.
Score 124.35, contact Delta Bravo.
New York Center, this is Papa Charlie, contact 3000, full 5000.
Cirrus Papa Charlie, New York Center, roger. Altimeter 3018.
That's got to be a bug. It's got to be a bug. But it's also, unfortunately, a no-go item. All right, let's head back. The VORs aren't working. trim certainly is acting funny. What is wrong with this plane? I should not be going this fast. With the manifold down to 10.
Altimeter 3013, Skyhawk 562, South, thank you.
Alright, we'll land. I'll reset the sim. Find the airport. So, just like real life, we can't continue on. We don't have navigation, so make a piloting decision. Just don't understand why I'm at 12 on the manifold pressure and doing 140 knots.
New York Center, Skyhawk, November 172, Delta Bravo, wind speed 5,500.
Skyhawk, November 172 Delta Bravo, New York Center, roger. Percy, altimeter 3030. Beach 3 Kilo Lima, climb and maintain 16,000.
Climb, maintain 16,000 for Kilo Lima.
Alright, that's Willow Grove in front of us. I haven't flown this thing since the Arizona trip, and that was working perfectly. You guys know if there was an update to the sim? See, we wouldn't know. There could have been a back channel update back at server side that just wouldn't. That's what's going to be this sim. These server-side updates that are just going to break stuff, like developers aren't going to know what the hell they did. So yeah, that's the Willow Grove Airfield. It's X'd out because the base is closed. So you could use this in an emergency though. I mean, it's flying good, it's just the power settings are off. We're heading in the right direction. That's the Schuylkill River. Helps that this is my hometown area, so I kind of know landmarks. I mean, we could go old school visual and go VFR, fly up the turnpike, and make it interesting, but for that airport. Where are you?
Piper 676 Papa, New York Center. Contact Philadelphia approach on 120.425.
120.425. 6 Papa. Better should tell him what my intentions are, right? Philadelphia approach, Piper 676. I'd like to cancel our IFR flight plan. We're returning to Wingsfield.
Piper 676 Papa, Philadelphia approach, roger. Radar services terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Piper 676 Papa. Oh, where are you? There's the city of Philadelphia.
Delta 565, Philadelphia approach. Good morning, Philadelphia, altimeter 30.27.
So this stream is becoming a what to do if our plane isn't working.
Maintain 6000, turn right heading 060, American 1825.
Bet.
American 1825, descend and maintain 4000, turn right heading 065.
Bet that still too high up, or too far up north.
Maintain 4000, turn right heading 065.
American 1825, 7 miles from MR10. Turn left heading 350, descend and maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 27 right approach.
Is it Turnpike or 202?
Turn left heading 350, descend and maintain 3000 until established on localizer. Cleared for ILS runway 27 right approach, American 1825.
I think that's 202.
Jazz 929, contact New York Center on 135.45.
135.45, Jazz 929. Philadelphia approach, Jazz 929 at 4000, climbing to flight level 200.
Yeah, that's not 202.
Jazz 929, Philadelphia approach. Good morning, Philadelphia, altimeter 30.12.
I got it. Philadelphia approach, Piper 676 Papa with request.
Piper 6 Papa, state your request.
I got a vector for Kilo Lima Oscar Mike.
Piper 6 Papa, fly heading 310 for Wingsfield.
310 for Wingsfield, thank you. Piper 6 Papa. There we go.
Delta 565, Philadelphia approach. Contact Washington Center on 125.45.
Yeah, so I'm not going to just restart. I think I'm going to reload the plane. Is that at the pot shop quarry? How to get lost on Microsoft Flight Simulator. What airport is that? That wings. That's Wings Field. Boom. Yep, there we go. Alright, so that's 2-4. Yeah, see guys, I've been running at near idle. Yeah, there's something wrong with the plane. Okay, so yep, we got Wings Field here. Let's start a descent. Wings traffic, Piper 676. Papa, over the field, turning downwind runway 24 to land. Wings. Next one. The white arc, gear could come down. Flaps 2. Wings traffic, Piper 676 Papa, turning base, runway 24. Wings. Wings traffic, Piper 676 Papa, turning final, runway 24. Wings. A little high. Go. Okay, so I have full flaps out and she's not slowing down. Now we're really low. That's a strong crosswind. Alright, so this plane's acting weird. Let's try a reload. Wings traffic, Piper 676 Papa, clear the runway, taxi to ramp. Yeah, so really all its corks were airborne, so I don't know. Alright, parking brake on. Let's get all our lights off because we left them on. You know, you can come off. Fuel pump is off. Avionics off. All right, so let's try this again.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground services.
So there's no, so here's what we're going to do. It'd be cool to have a straight wing. Okay. Engine. Everything's working, but we had, let's do fine wire, clean the spark plugs, do an overhaul of the engine. Battery on. Fuel on. Mixture full, pump on, mags on. Throttle cracked, starter engaged. I always do that. Stupid parking brake. Alright, bring it back to 1,000.
Clear center south, number 172 Delta Bravo with you, 1,100 feet.
Skyhawk November 172 Delta Bravo, Boston Center. Not seeing you on radar. Double check, you've got 7221 in the box in ALT mode. Mash that ident button for me.
Let's just see I got it written down right. Yeah, 117.5. Alright, so let's just take off VFR. And see if that VOR kicks up. Because there's sometimes that you can't pick up the VOR on the ground, so if it works, we'll reset. We'll head towards downtown, pick up our IFR in flight, and we'll continue on. If not, I don't know. Yeah, I did it. Pretty much a brand new engine, so. Light strobes, fuel pump. Mixture full rich, prop full forward. And our beautiful day is turned into crap. And that changed that quick. Looking out the window, it's bright and sunny out. Yeah, we're all in the green. It's doing weird stuff. No, it's not working. Everything's still flagged. I mean, we could do the flight. I mean, I could probably switch it over to GPS. I'm wondering if that's... But I didn't want to... I honestly didn't want to really do it that way.
TOS, system test okay.
Let's see. All right. Alright, sorry about this, guys, but she is broken.
$500.
Well, I mean, the takeaway from this stream is that we can determine, you know, what to do with no-go, and then kind of testing out, you know, apparent fixes. This happens in real life, so I can't be disappointed that I can't take the trip, but you know, it's a good lesson. I have no idea why the plane's not working. I have a feeling it's it's 2024 doing 2024 things. Alright, well, let's shut this off, because this plane I don't use with a GPS. This is my BOR, or BOR plane, conventional plane. Alright. Should be, well, beacon's still on, propellers turning, turn on the lights, fuel pump can come off. Parking brake is set. Magneto's off, battery off. Should have killed the avionics. Well, welcome back to Wings Field. Thanks, Microsoft, for the wonderful trip. I did capture the landing, though, so we could do that outro. Fire up the engine. And we'll take a look at my landing. Yeah, the whole thing, I mean, the whole thing just feels different. I don't know what the heck's wrong with it. Its flight characteristics, it wasn't really flying right. Power settings were off. Like, all of a sudden. Yeah. Did I just strike the tail? That's another thing too. Couldn't slow it down. I needed so much. So the mains compress. Nah, I didn't do a tail strike, but it's real big flare though. Well. Alright guys, unfortunately that is going to be it. I have to get some lunch and figure out what we're doing tonight. If 2024 keeps acting up, we might be flying 2020 for the first time in 2 months tonight. We'll see. So, well, anyone that's watched this flight, thank you for watching. We learned a lesson on what to do when your plane's not working and make a decision that it's going to be a no-go. And did some testing. We reloaded the plane, tried to fix it, went up into the pattern. Plane was still not working. So we decided to scratch the trip, return to the airport, land it safely, shut it down. It's going to have to go in the mechanic. So once again, thank you very much for watching. It's been an interesting stream. And on to the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy. I'm Virtual Flight Diaries. My name is John. See ya.